Hello, and welcome to the 2014 Season Guide. New cars have been launched for the new season. Let's take a look at some of these, shall we? Let's take a look at some of the tracks Formula One will be visiting in 2014. I will start by assessing all 11 teams of the 2014 season and what I think they could achieve. We will start by reviewing the top 3 teams. First up, Infinity Red-Bull Racing. Now, this team have been the team to beat since the second half of the 2009 season. They've had the fastest car pretty much throughout, and had the regulations only been minor in changes for this year, Red Bull would have been a shoo-in to win both titles again, no doubt. But with the new change, regulations, new engines, everything is up in the air, and it remains to be seen whether Red Bull Racing can maintain their advantage over the last 4 years. I'd say they can, but it's not going to be easy. Nonetheless, they must be considered favourites. Mercedes AMG F1 team look like they're finally ready to challenge for the title this year. I think Red Bull have a real challenge on their hands stopping Mercedes from winning the championship this year, because Mercedes have had a fantastic session of testing in which they've been setting some highly impressive lap times, as well as getting the longest engine mileage of all the engine manufacturers. So Mercedes are considered pre-season favourites, but it's not to say that it will be easy for them to win the championship in 2014, but the 2014 season has got to be their best chance to win the championship yet. And with two very capable drivers in Hamilton and Rosberg, these two will certainly be pushing each other all the way should they get a chance to fight for the title. Things are really looking up for Ferrari in 2014, with Fernando Alonso looking to win his third world title, his first since 2006. He is joined by Kimi Räikkönen, and the team would really appear to be moving forward on their design issues from last year. Every development they put on the car now seems to work, and they've made a major step forward in testing under this new set of regulations and new engines. Second only to Mercedes in terms of mileage covered, they may well have the edge in terms of competitive lap times, although it's very close at the moment, and it's hard to differentiate which of these two challengers will come on top. So it remains to be seen. Lotus start 2014 in uncertain times, having lost their star driver Kimi Räikkönen to Ferrari. They must make the best of what they've got. So Romain Grosjean is now their number one driver, so to speak, and he is joined by Pastor Maldonado, a winner in 2012 of course. However, he's been a bit erratic since that win, and it remains to be seen whether their driver lineup works or not, and it remains to be seen whether the car is any good or not. Testing, all of the Renault power teams have had problems. Lotus are no exception, although they have got a few miles under their belts, but they will head into 2014 season at a major disadvantage in terms of mileage and perhaps in terms of competitiveness. However, moving on to McLaren now. McLaren had a bad year in 2013 by their standards, but they've made a major step forward in 2014 pre-season testing, and I do expect them to be back up at the sharp end of the grid. It wouldn't surprise me too much if that was the case. Kevin Magnussen joins established lead driver Jenson Button. Moving on to Force India now. Force India had a good season in 2013, however they faded slightly in the second half. Sergio Perez comes in from McLaren to join Nico Hülkenberg, who joins them from Sauber. I rate Nico Hülkenberg very highly, and I think it's only a good thing having him on board. He will drive the whole team forward, though if they're able to achieve any podiums, it would be a real achievement for this team. Moving on to the midfield teams now, starting off with Sauber. Sauber had a mixed bag in 2013, a disastrous first half of the season, followed by quite a promising second half of the season, in which they achieved some very impressive results indeed. The new car looks very solid in testing, though not spectacular. Toro Rosso will be, of course, aiming to improve further on an impressive effort in 2013, though their budget is quite limited. Williams look very promising with Felipe Massa on board, and having switched to Mercedes power, this could be a very strong season for Williams. Indeed. So there's that to look forward to. And finally, Marussia and Caterham are the season's perennial backmarkers, I think Caterham will have the upper hand this time.